Morning in America. It's about 20 minutes past the top of the hour. Now to the national debate over abortion. President Biden meeting with a group of Democratic governors today to draw up a game plan to protect access to the procedure. This follows a victory for pro-choice advocates Thursday in Kentucky and in Florida. Joe Khalil live at the Supreme Court with the latest on this state-by-state tug-of-war happening in courts all over the country. Joe?
Yeah, good morning, Adrienne. That's exactly right, the way that you framed it. President Biden is going to be meeting with those governors virtually today at 1 o'clock, talking about ways to push back against these trigger laws. And remember, this comes one day after President Biden really made waves when he threw his support behind the Senate, making an exception to its filibuster rules to pass a Roe versus Wade bill that would protect abortion rights on a nationwide level. But that's not likely to happen. What's more likely is exactly what you said, that the fight over abortion rights is going to be won and lost at the state level and in the courts. And that can get real complicated real fast. And we're seeing that play out. Two examples in Florida and Kentucky. In Florida, a judge just ruled that their trigger law, which restricts abortion at 15 weeks, is unconstitutional. It violates Florida's state constitution. So that law, for the time being, is going to be voided. Governor DeSantis down there has vowed he's going to fight back against that judge's ruling. But still, that's where the state of play is right now. And over in Kentucky, a judge didn't go that far, but the judge just temporarily put Kentucky's trigger law on hold. Their law essentially bans abortion. So that's on hold until legal challenges to it play out. Well, look, what are we left with here? You got pro-life groups and people saying they support or they're restricting abortions, and they thought they got a big win from the Supreme Court. Why are abortions still happening in their states, at least temporarily? And then you've got these pro-choice elements and abortion providers confused about whether or not they're breaking the law by continuing to provide abortions. Some of these laws are in flux right now. Even on the website of Planned Parenthood in some states, they're warning people the abortion laws in this state are now in flux, so just consider that when you're scheduling an abortion. So, Adrienne, a lot of legal challenges. As long as these cases are still playing out in court, we're going to be in this sort of legal limbo here, and there are going to be a lot of questions unanswered about what's legal and what's not. And by the way, we could see more lawsuits come forward as more trigger laws in different states are enacted.
Joe, I have one quick question for you, but I've got to find that question. Because it's not in front of me on my script. So why don't you just talk about what else you want to talk about? How about that?
I bet you I can guess what your question was this morning, because we're just on the same wavelength.
Yes,
Adrienne.
we read each other's
so
minds.
I think what you... Yeah, I know. I'm glad we have that rapport here. Another big issue that we want to talk about today is in Alabama, where you had this law that...
Thank you for watching. Go to NewsNationNow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.